First off, this, as a Mac guy, as a Mac user, this was cool. First off, you can see my desktop, right?
Yep.
Right. This was cool. So you can download now on this Office. You can use products.office.com. There's this Mac preview. So what this means, you can come over here, you can click this download, and this is a preview of what the next version of Office for Mac will look like, including Excel. And there's all kinds of good things, including slicers, etc. So there's a lot. I like the fact that the products are starting to come together, no matter what the platform is. So I think that's awesome. And if you're a Mac guy, Mac user, by all means, go over here and check this out. Get the release and check it out some. Next up, let's look over here. Microsoft launches an Android tablet for Excel users. What? So first off, we have the Mac news. Now we have the Android news. So there's a lot going on. This is over at the Next Web, thenextweb.com. And we'll put the link down below. But it looks like they're launching an Android tablet keyboard for Excel users. Also, would like to remind everyone that the Unviewable VBA project app for Excel and PowerPoint, the Indiegogo campaign, is still going strong. There's 16 days left. They have already met everything they needed, but you can pick up some extra perks. And just to remind you what this is about, there's a lot of things that don't get developed and productized in Excel because the people don't believe that they can protect their code. And so, this could end up being a very good thing for the world of kind of Excel application development. So I'd encourage you to come over here to Indiegogo and check this out. And then last thing for you is NPR. NPR Planet Money had a radio, kind of a podcast this week, to where they talked about how the electronic spreadsheet revolutionized business. And they went back and talked to the original guys who developed VisiCalc way back in the days, back in Harvard, all the way up to the most recent guy who won the Financial Modeling World Championship competition, or Model Off, in 2014. And they interviewed Diarmuid Early, who's the guy who won the championship with that. So there's just a heck of a lot going on in the world of Excel, and I'm certainly excited to see it all.
And I could be wrong. I did listen to it, but now I'm wondering if I'm right about this. But I'm pretty sure that Johan was interviewed too. Was it? I think he was. One of the, as part, they did talk about Model Off. They talked about Model Off.
I listened to it. They talked about it.
Yeah. Those Australians all sound the same to me. Ethan, that was a whole continent. Okay. So also, Oz, you had some news?
Well, here's one thing. I want to share this, that on the PASS website, right? So at this website, you can see interviews of the speakers, and here are a couple that can be listened to. And both of these are interesting. Miko talks about big data and challenges with analysts. And Mr. Excel's interview was really good. And I really liked one response he gave when Rob asked him about what is a must-have with any analyst that you might consider hiring if you were hiring. And he said, somebody with the willingness and discipline to stop everything if they see something weird. And that is just so exciting to me because, there's so much to being a good analyst, more than just knowing how to do a VLOOKUP or work power pivot and all. You can't crumble when somebody does a 17% calculation in his head and throws his papers back at you. That's part of being an analyst. You can't be scared of people doing that. Then the other thing I want to share. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching data munging, and I just found out that it's called data munging. I never knew that. All right.
It is.
Cleaning data.
I don't like that name.
Right. But this is exciting because it is data science group, and I'm used to tension being between Excel users and data scientists, but I come here and it's been a really good experience. So 40 people say that they're coming. This is going to be next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. downtown Portland at 506 Southwest 6th Street on the second floor. It's going to be a good time. Let me come back to you all. Stop sharing. So that is my news.
How about you, Jordan?
Well, I have some news. You may have noticed under my my lower third, as they call that, where it says Jordan Goldmeyer, there's no mention of my consulting company, Can Be a Factor. Probably nobody noticed that, but that's okay. The reason it's gone is actually there's been some changes in my life. So, when I started my company last year, it was really based off of certain things going certain ways. But the thing is that some things have changed in my life, and there's a point where I was talking to my wife, and we came to this conclusion that I really do need to get a job, just because of the things that changed. So I did like consulting and being an entrepreneur, and I think it was I thought at least I was good at it, but because the certain things didn't work out, I do need to get a job, and in fact, I've actually taken a job with Ernst & Young. So if you were considering consulting with me, I am not allowed to consult through Can Be a Factor anymore, but I am still allowed to train. So the training is still going on, the website is still there, and I still will be doing things through that brand, and chances are it's not going to go away. In the next few years, it's probably going to start back up again once we sort of realize what we're doing. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working with Ernst & Young, which is a really good company. And they were one of the big sponsors of Model Off, so we're hoping really to do a lot of great things this year. And there's not a whole lot of changes there, but you won't see me promoting my consulting company here anymore. So that's really my heartfelt change. In EXCELTV, I'm still allowed to be part of it. Their lawyers said it was okay. I think they will say it's okay. Actually, I haven't gotten a full confirmation, but that was one of the conditions. So said EXCELTV stays.
All right.
This is the first time I've heard I think I could do EXCELTV. You got to sleep slam that in
No,
there.
I made it sound like that. No, EXCELTV is staying. I mean, they basically said, we're doing it. I said, this is, and they're like, all right, well, just, I went up through like 7 channels, and I got to make sure I hear from the final channel. But nobody said this is going to be a problem. And, obviously, I would choose, I wasn't bad at consulting, so, I mean, for myself. So I would, this is part of it. I left my other position, in 2013 or at the beginning of 2014 because we had been talking, and EXCELTV was like this thing that we'd been dreaming for so long. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon, or at least I'm not going anywhere. Still going to deliver you great challenges with nuanced answers.
So he's still going to give the same care and thought to the challenges in the future that he did in the past.
Right. I would expect quality to stay the same or go down.
Nice.
Love the self-deprecation. All right.
All right. Well, and how about you, Denise?
So there's just a couple more things about the conference I'd like to highlight as we close up here.
Great.
You guys have heard about all the sessions that the 3 of you are doing, and we've mentioned Mr. Excel speaking. I did want to add that Chandu is giving a lab, so a hands-on lab, no additional cost, 2 hours training with Chandu. Also, Ken Pulls is doing a 2-hour lab. So there's some real practical content, and all you have to do is register for the conference to attend those. And if you really like full-day training, we have a whole day of pre-conference sessions, including one given by Rob Colley and Avi Singh from Power Pivot Pro. And so there's just a lot of Excel content. And then, Oz mentioned Miko Yuck, who's our Day 2 keynote speaker. We're really excited to have Miko talking about data visualization. She's such a dynamic and exciting speaker. And then there's our Day 1 keynote, who's Carlo Ratti, who is an architect, an actual building architect by trade, right? And he runs the Sensible City Lab at MIT, which is all about urban planning and understanding cities and how we live through all the sensors that are collecting data around us. And if you haven't seen his TED Talk, go watch his TED Talk. It's going to be, I think, a great keynote. We're really excited to have him. So there's a lot of good content. So passbaconference.com, EXCELTV discount code, get you $300 off your registration.
All right. All right.
Go get it. Take $300 off. Just go in and put EXCELTV right there in that coupon code.
That's right.